Altien Legal Document Manager provides a functionally rich-based, matter-centric legal document management system designed specifically for corporate legal departments. Today we are going to look at some of the features of Legal Document Manager for working with document and email, and for browsing and searching your content, and see why Legal Document Manager is approved by legal. The main screen of Altien Legal Document Manager contains everything we need for working with the existing documents and folders in the library. Up the top, we have a number of drop-down menus, toolbar buttons. On the left-hand side, we have a navigation pane, and on the right-hand side, we have a content pane. In the navigation pane, we are showing the current law department library. At the top, we have a number of quick links to access recent documents, recent matters, home folder for storing private documents, and here, in the main area of the library, we can browse through all of the active matters in the system. This area was organised by practice area, maybe with sub-practice areas. And then we get down to the red folders here, which represent individual matters. When I click one of those matters, the right-hand side displays the list of documents associated with that particular matter. I'm logged in as Perry Mason, a member of M&A Group, so I have access to the majority of content in here, and I may have access to other areas as well. Access can be granted based on your practice area, or it can be granted on a matter-by-matter basis, or even a document-by-document basis. So I'm going to start my day by checking my email. It seems I have a couple of emails already. I'll just open this first one up, and it looks like I need to arrange an investor briefing, which probably means I need to create an agenda. There's a number of ways that I could create documents here. I could either just fire up Microsoft Word and start typing, or I can work with a number of pre-existing templates. But in this first case, I'm going to take a look and see if I can find any existing agenda which suits my purpose. Let's use Quick Search up here to find anything with agenda in the title. And this first one looks like it might work for me. So I'll double-click it to open it up. And yeah, this looks great. I'm just going to change the date. And now I want to save this into the system. So I can use the Altien integration with Microsoft Office up here in the ribbon. And in this case, I'm going to use the Save As option and save it as a new document. This brings up the Add wizard. In the first step, I need to select the matter that I'm going to put this document in. It displays by default the list of recent matters I have worked on. The one I have most recently accessed is at the top here. I can also browse or search for matters to store this document in. I'm going to pick this top one. Next, I provide indexing information for this document. Because I took a copy of an existing document, quite a lot of information here is already filled in. I just change a couple of things. I'm going to change the author to myself and the date to be today. And I can additionally add any of this other information. We can see quite a lot of the information is actually inherited from the matter that I selected. All of this information is customizable, so you can choose whatever is necessary for your own system. Once I am done with that and click Finish, the document is saved, and then I reopen so I can carry on working with it. If we look down here at the footer, we can see this particular document already has the footer which contains the document number, which is unique, generated by the system, and the version number as well. So, I think that looks pretty good. So I can just save it and close. And the system asks me if I want to create a new version. In this case, it would go from version 1, you can see it up here, to version 2 if I say yes. In this case, I'm going to say no, and this will remain version 1. So now I'm done with my document. I'll just close that. I need to go and create a new email. So I can just type my email, and I also want to attach the agenda that I just created. Once again, we have Altien integration in the ribbon here. And I am going to insert a document. This takes me to my recent documents. I'm going to select the one at the top. You can see the system also inserts a matter reference as the footer to the email. This means that this email plus replies will be automatically picked up by the system and filed within the matter, giving us access not only to the document, but also to all email associated with this particular matter within Altien Legal Document Manager. So, I'm going to send this off. A short while later, I can see I've got a number of new emails in the system. That first one is a reply to my previous email, with a new version of the agenda. Now, this is very common within the legal department, that new versions of documents that are already in the system come back by email. In this case, we want to save this as a new version of the existing document. To do this, we can use the toolbar button here. Select our attachment and select Save as New Version. We need to select the document which this will become the new version of. Again, in my recent documents, the first one here. So we can maybe add a version comment and select Create New Version, making this document version 2. Because this is a reply to the previous email, you can see the footer is still there. So this email, along with the original, will be filed automatically within the matter. Looking down here, I can see a new email has come in, also regarding the same matter. This one doesn't have a matter reference, and it has the attachment which I can open up. But I want to save this into my matter as well. I can do this using the Save Email button here, or alternatively, I can use the drag and drop. I'll just expand this a little bit. And I can simply take this and drop it onto my Demo Online matter. And it will save the email straight into the system. Right, then I will go back and have a look at my matter. You can see we have a number of new emails and a number of documents, all filed nicely within the matter. For email in particular, the default columns we are showing here in this particular matter may not be exactly ideal. In this case, we can use one of the pre-built filters that we have underneath here, for example, the correspondence filter. This has more typical email metadata. We have from and to for these emails, so we can easily see how these emails fit together. There is also a filter for agreements and various other different document types that exist within this particular kind of matter. This is just one example of some of the searches you can do. You can also search, as we saw earlier, using the quick search. You can also do the same thing for matters, and we have a number of searches within the system that can be defined by you, by your system administrators, in various different ways, which allow you to search by any of the metadata that you see, and also by the contents of the document. For example, if I search the content Demo Online, that brings back all of these various different emails that have been saved into the system. So, in this presentation, you've seen how Altien Legal Document Manager allows you to collaborate both inside and outside the department. You've seen how to work with your favorite desktop software. We've seen both Microsoft Word and Microsoft Outlook integration here, and how all your emails and documents are stored in the same place within a matter within Legal Document Manager. If you'd like any more information, please visit us at www.altien.com. Thank you.